What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Pass. That's Play Action, Snap Scouting. And in today's video, we're starting a new series where we do a mock draft for all 32 NFL teams. Now, we're going to be doing this in NFL draft order. So, in today's video, with the number one overall pick, we will be drafting for the Las Vegas Raiders. So, let's start the draft. Raiders are on the clock. They have pick number one. They have the 36th pick and the 67th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. I am up for trades downs, or trades up. I do, however, want to make this authentic as possible and pick where they have their picks. So, with that being said, quarterback to me is probably the biggest position right now of need. They do have Geno Smith. He's 35. He still has 2 years on his contract, but he had a 60 PFF grade. Really had a down year. If you're the Las Vegas Raiders, you're either trying to trade back and gain a draft capital haul for the number one overall pick if you don't feel comfortable taking someone that high, or you go all in on Fernando Mendoza and make him your franchise guy. So with that being said, we're going to draft the guy from Indiana, the Heisman winner, the national championship winner, great player, very high floor, can come in right away and play and be that guy that you're looking for. With the 36th pick, I've looked at some mocks. I've done some research. There are some key needs on this team. Offensive line really could use some help. Besides Colton Miller, they don't really have a lot of quality starters on the O-line. Defensive side, you got some free agents that are leaving. If you can sign Stokes to a free agency deal, that would be good for the cornerback position. Linebacker, it's solid, but still could use some improvement. Receiver, though, they're really missing that number one receiver that could really help the offense and really give them another receiving option besides Brock Bowers, who's one of the best tight ends in the game right now. And to go along with Ashton Jenney, who had a pretty solid rookie year, all things considered. So, looking at that, I really like Chris Bell from Louisville. He's a good player. He transferred there. He had a really great year. Of course, if you're looking for a guy who can play right away, he did tear his ACL, so he wouldn't be able to play right away, but he's got a ton of upside. He's not going to break a lot of yards for after the catch, but he is going to be a very solid, very dependable, very good catch at a point of attack receiver. I like Chris Bell from Louisville. That gives Fernando Mendoza an option to throw to on the offense. And with the final pick, there's a couple of different positions we can go here. I do think that offensive line is definitely a need. We could also go defense here. Looking at who is available right now, I like D'Angelo Pons. Connor Lew from Auburn is a really solid center. He would be an immediate upgrade too. All right, let's check out the defensive line prospects who are still available. So you got Ahmad Martin Sr., Dominic Orange, Gerald Jackson Jr., some pretty solid guys. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable taking them at that spot. Offensive tackles, Blake Miller is actually pretty solid. I feel like it's still kind of rich to take him there, though. You do have Connor Lew. You got Jake Slaughter. And then just to be safe, let's look at the cornerback spot. Let's see if there are some guys that could be available with that. So I think the best option here is to go Connor Lew at center, shore up that offensive line, give Fernando Mendoza a pass catcher and also extra protection at the line, retool this offense. You already got some key guys there. If you can just build it up, whoever they have as their head coach coming in will have some pieces to play with. So Connor Lew, center from Auburn, that will be the third and final pick for this NFL mock draft. All right, grading our draft. What do you guys think? What grade would you guys give And here are the results of this NFL mock draft. Starting off with the first overall pick, we took quarterback Fernando Mendoza. PFF gave us an A+. I think he's one of the best players in the draft. He's going to make people around him better, and he has a super high floor. He can be a franchise guy. With the second round pick, we went with Chris Bell. He does have injury concerns, but he's got a high upside and can be a really good target for the young rookie quarterback. PFF gave us an A. And with the third and final pick in round 3, pick 67, we went with center Connor Lew from Auburn. Solid guy, had a pretty good overall blocking run grade, I believe, and PFF gave us a B. So overall, they gave us an A in this draft. Raiders fans, NFL fans, what do you think of this draft? Would you give this an A? Would you give this an F? Would you give it any other grade? Let me know in the comment section down below. And stay tuned for the next video where we will be doing a NFL mock draft for the New York Jets. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more NFL draft content.